So my name is Ainun. I'll be chairing this meeting today. So for this meeting, we would like to present about our project, which is music therapy for depression and anxiety. So for the background for this project is that the issue that caused us to choose this topic or project is that because depression and anxiety, as you know, are the most common mental health issues out there that we started to acknowledge and we started to educate ourselves. And I think as a company that has like 2017 million monthly active users, with 100 millions of the users are premium, such as the biggest music streaming platform in the world right now, I think we have a responsibility to tackle this issue. So our project is suggesting on how to tackle this issue is by suggesting music therapy. So my project manager is going to elaborate more about music therapy.
Okay, so Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am the research manager. So I'm going to define what is music therapy. Music therapy is a clinical and evidence-based use of music intervention to accomplish goals within a therapeutic relationship with a professional who has completed an approved music therapy program. So when we talk about music therapy, it is not just limited to listening to music. It is also includes playing with music, playing instruments, composing music, and interacting with music in general. So for listening to music, it also includes pre-recorded and live performances. Okay, so in order to create the playlist or the music that is going to be used for the music therapy, it needs to be selected, constructed and combined by a professional to maximize the suitable stimuli to get the best results. Therefore, we need to collaborate with psychiatrists and psychologists to make sure this happens. And then also based on the research papers that I've reviewed, that was published within 2015 and 2019, it is scientifically proven that music therapy is indeed beneficial and is very effective to help to treat people with depression and anxiety. For example, in one of the papers that was published, they talked about the effects of music therapy on cancer patients. So the cancer patients that was ongoing, the treatments were going through depression and anxiety due to the chemotherapy and all of the treatments they are receiving. Therefore, the doctors recommend music therapy to help reduce their depression and anxiety, which puts them in a better mental state and better emotionally. Therefore, they are responding better to the treatments, and it also improves their mental health and also their physical health because they're responding better to the treatments. Therefore, if this is very beneficial to cancer patients, can you imagine what it can do to the general public?
So that's all. Okay, thank you, Auni. So as part of our project, we have provided few solutions regarding this issue. Then one of them, as mentioned as Auni before, is to collaborate with psychologists and psychiatrists to assign playlists to patients. So Sophie, our public personal relation officer, would like to elaborate more on the point.
Well, I prefer if this project have our own video. So when the product is finished, so my view is to relate our company to the outside people and who our audience is. So basically, our audience is mainly on the patients of having mental illnesses, such as the one that have depression and anxiety mainly. And most of the cases happens to teenagers. So we can use several platforms to share the video that we are making right now because it's easier for us, easier access, because everyone can access the internet nowadays and to just put on the link and they can follow. And we also can collaborate with the creative director to put on the playlist from the psychologists and that prefer with the psychologists and psychiatrists to make a playlist suitable for the patients to hear to stimulate their mind. Okay. So moreover, from this kind of awareness we're trying to make, we can go even bigger from there by advertising our awareness through social media platforms and media such as newspaper, Facebook, Twitter, and everything such as the same. And next is we can try to write and blog the web for our own Spotify website, and we can create a banner inside the website itself. And before all of those things, we need to do a media press to officially make this awareness to become a public awareness, because it can promote this to even bigger audiences. We don't want this to stay as it is for a while. Maybe you can maintain this kind of awareness until the problems is dissipated or minimized. So I think that is all. Moreover, we can try to create and execute special events. Maybe we can try to commercialize the therapy using local celebrities. Maybe you can use the celebrities to promote this kind of awareness to people, because celebrity is one of the few people where public look up onto. So I think that's all. So I return this to
Thank you, Sophie, our personal relation officer. So as Sophie has said before, we're going to create a video to raise awareness about our issue. So as a content writer, Rin, would you like to talk about how publish personal story about depression, people who has depression and anxiety has used mental therapy and how it had helped them, and how we can use that to incorporate in our video?
Okay, so in the article that was published on December 2016, it talked about the impact of music therapy on mental health. And in one of the stories that was written there, a therapist, Molly Warren, talked about how she worked in a residential treatment center, and there was a child who was refusing to go to his usual therapist. But then when the child was brought to Molly, and both her and her prescribed the music therapy to the kid and to the child, and then the child has after the child goes to sessions with Molly, his condition has improved significantly, both music therapy and both emotionally and socially. So he was more confident. He was no longer scared to talk to people and all. So the stories like this will be put into the video, and to try to inspire other people to try music therapy.
I see. Okay, thank you, Ami, for that. Okay, next we put our attention to our creative director, who will explain about our video and how it is to be conducted, and the hope and message we're trying to convey in our video.
So as the creative director, we would need to find ways to make the topic appealing, not only to the public, but to artists as well. So we need to find creative ways to spread the message. So one of the ways is to produce a heartfelt video that will touch others and inspire them to create and listen to music that can help other people with their problems, such as anxiety and depression. And the video will be 3 minutes long, and we will include facts and statistics based on research from the research manager. And in the storyboard, we want to tell the public, and we want to spread awareness on music therapy as a way to cope with anxiety and depression. And in the video, we want to tell a story, basically. So we want the story to evoke emotions to the people that watch the video. We want to make people realize that music can be your escape. Whenever you feel down, you could just pop in some earbuds and you could play your favorite music that instantly by just launching the Spotify app. And we hope from this video, we can spread the message that music can be a tool that people can use as a way for them to feel better about themselves and to feel good and to not feel anxious or depressed anymore.
Alright, thank you Amy for that insight. Alright, and then our language editor would you like to explain about the language that is used inside the video and how we can relate to our message?
So basically, like what Amy just said before this, we want to create a video that will evoke emotions among our viewers, and in order to do that, we want to put stories like Irene just said, emotional stories, and what Irene just said. What did you just say before this? To make it relatable. So in order that we need to ensure that the usage of words in our narration can evoke the emotion among the viewers, because viewers, they like to be touched, moved by a story. And how do we do that? In order to do that, we need to ensure that the words that we are going to include in our videos are revised and chose appropriately. This will ensure that our message are being conveyed towards the viewers. And as we also know that our vision is to be able to empathize with each other and to feel a part of a greater whole. And empathizing, and how do we make people empathize? How do we evoke those feelings among the viewers? We need to ensure that in our videos, the narration, the story basically, is something that encapsulates what we want to share, which is in this case, music therapy. And we all know that mental health is a very stigmatized among the society, even for the sufferer themselves. It is very hard for them to be able to admit that they have a mental health issue. And for the society, they have this negative negative connotation, and they tend to hold this negative belief towards the sufferer, and we want to eliminate this. And stigmatizing attitudes toward people with mental health problems are very widespread, and how are we going to be able to eliminate that? So we need to make sure that we are using appropriate language, so we can
Not just appropriate, it's a very specialized word that can
the accuracy.
take the heart of someone's.
So basically, like what you just said before is, so I will need to work closely with content writer and creative director and the video editor, so that we are able to encapsulate our message as a whole.
Alright.
I think that's it.
Okay, thank you, our language editor. And next, we focus our attention to our video editor who would like to share her part.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Dian. I am the video editor. So as our creative director said just now, for us to reach the audience, we need to the most easiest way is to make the awareness video. So it is my responsibility as the video editor. It is my responsibility as the video editor to be in charge of this role. So first of all, generally I am responsible for editing and assembling recorded raw materials into a suitable finished product ready for our awareness video. So before the editing process, I need to analyze the storyboards along with our creative director and our content writer to make sure the video is conveying the messages that we try to bring, which is the music therapy for depression, anxiety. As our creative director said too, we need to make a more relatable video. So before this, I have experiences in making video using video editing applications such as Filmora. But for this project, I'm just going to experiment with a new application which is more professional, such as Adobe Premiere Clip for smoother result. Also, I'll be managing and oversee all the technical aspects of video recording and editing, such as capture the studio quality photograph and video. Also, that's
Right, thank you, Dian. So that is all. In conclusion, all of us hope that, I think we all can hope that at the end of this project, we can increase the awareness about music therapy and depression and anxiety, and how we can increase awareness through our video, and that the solution we have stated, we can increase awareness through video and solution that we have stated. And we also hope that by the end of this project, Spotify can be that platform that always advocates for mental health, and that music therapy is a more common therapy and more common way and tools to solve, not to solve, I mean to help with, to cope with depression and anxiety. And that is all, everyone. Thank you for coming.